Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 8, Text 2. We have begun now another section about Dhruva Maharaj. Mrisha Dharmasya Bharya said,
अधर्म भाग से
Dambham Mayam Cha Shatruhan
दंभ मायम च शत्रुघ्न
Asuta Mithunam Tattu
असुतम तत्तु
Nirtir Jagre Aprajaha.
निर्णीत जगत
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Another son of Lord Brahma was Irreligion, whose wife's name was Falsity. From their combination were born two demons named Damba, or bluffing, and Maya, or cheating. These two demons were taken by a demon named Nirti, who had no children. It is understood herein that Adharma, Irreligion, was also a son of Brahma, and he married his sister Mrisha. This is the beginning of sex life between brother and sister. This unnatural combination of sex life can be possible in human society only where there is adharma or irreligion. So relationship between brother and sister. So we can see everything is made from Krishna. There's nothing that is beyond Krishna. And here, Brahmaji, he is the secondary creator. So even adharma has been created by Brahma. It is understood that in the beginning of creation, Brahma created not only saintly sons like Sanatan and Narad, but also demonic offspring like Nriti, Adharma, Damba, and Falsity. Everything was created by Brahma in the beginning. So then one may say, why is irreligion being created? But it depends on our desires. No? The creation is happening because we had certain desires, certain karma, and then we are going to get different bodies to be able to fulfill those desires, to get the reactions of the karma. So regarding Narad, it is understood that because in his previous life was very pious and his association very good, he was born as Narad. Others were also born in their own capacities according to their backgrounds. The law of karma continues birth after birth, and when there is a new creation, the same karma comes back with the living entities. They are born in different capacities according to karma, even though their father is originally Brahma, who is the exalted qualitative incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Narad Muni, he got great association in the previous life of the Mahabhagavats. He did some service to them. He became a pure devotee, and that's how he's born as Narad. Now there are certain entities, they were born as Nirti, Adharma, Damba, and Falsity based on past karma and desires. So this goes to show that karma does not finish when we, with the end of one body, it continues. So is karma eternal?
Yes.
Anyone?
Yes.
So Bhagavad Gita deals with 5 topics. It deals with super soul, soul, material nature, time, and karma, out of which 4 are eternal, 1 is temporary. So karma is temporary. Karma is not eternal. Although it goes on for lifetimes and lifetimes, but we can cut out our karma.
Oh, yeah.
By engaging in devotional service, immediately all the karma can be burned out. So karma is not eternal. Yes?
Yeah.
So, I have one question. Like, if it is not eternal, then why we are suffering for our past and then past? Like, if it left,
So
like
karma
previous life
continues.
continues, so it is eternal, right?
Eternal means something which,
Not lasting. If for
eternal
forever.
means which will forever. Yeah,
Yeah.
but karma is never forever. It may continue. It looks like a long time because so many births, maybe millions of births, but it's not eternal. It's not forever. Karma can change. We are changing our karma, by our actions, by our activities, by our desires. We are changing our karma.
Okay. Yes, yes. I
Yes.
understood. Yes, thank you.
So it's not eternal. We can change. We can change our karma.
Sorry, so you said the 5 things that's made this of the Bhagavad Gita is soul, super soul, activities, karma, akal, and what's the 5th one?
Material nature.
Material nature. Okay.
Yeah. So material energy, material energy. Material energy, she is also eternal. Sometimes she's manifest, sometimes she's not manifest. But material energy is eternal because she's Krishna's energy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
The material nature is temporary, but the material energy is eternal.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
The
you.
manifestation of material nature is temporary. That's right. Yes. Tayo sambhavalobho
Tayo sambhavalobho
nikritischa mahamate
nikritischa mahamate
tabhyam krodascha himsacha
abhyam krodascha himsacha
yad durukti swasakalihe.
yadadurukti svashakali.
Maitreya told Vidur, O great soul, from Damba and Maya were born greed and Nikriti, or cunning. From their combination came children named Krodh, anger, and Himsa, envy. And from their combination were born Kali and his sister Durukti, harsh speech. So we can see how all greed and cunning, anger, envy, harsh speech, and Kali are being born. Durukta Kalir Adhata
Durupto kali adhata
Bhayam Mrityum Cha Sattama
Braham
Tayoscha Mithunam Jajne
Tayo
Yatana Nirayastatha. O greatest of all good men, by the combination of Kali and harsh speech, were born children named Mrityu, death, and Bhiti, fear. From the combination of Mrityu and Bhiti came children named Yatana, excessive pain, and Niraya, hell. Kali and harsh speech combination got death and fear, and from death and fear combination came excessive pain and hell.
So, Hare
Sorry.
Krishna.
Yeah.
So, until Mrityu was born, everything was still on that platform of consciousness. Is that what it means?
What do you mean, platform of consciousness?
I mean, before Mrityu was born, everything was still good. I mean, there wasn't the cycle of karma and everything. Is it that way?
You mean, were people dying at that moment?
Yeah, before that, before she was born.
Maybe not, because the creation is just happening. And Brahmaji is created, for example, Narad and Sanatan, I mean, the four Kumaras. So, the creation is just happening. Look at it like that. So the good progeny is also coming out, and also the bad ones. So it's like really at the initial time. Yes?
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So that's why you find irreligion, huh?
Irreligion, yeah. So we can see nothing is there that is not being created by Krishna.
Mm.
Everything is being created by Krishna. Then one will say, why did Krishna create irreligion? But well, that's our choice. What do we choose? Do we choose to be in the sun, or we choose to be in the darkness? The
But
choice
see,
is ours.
but irreligion came from Brahma. So
Yeah.
it was Brahma's desire.
So there was this person, we just heard that Narad in the previous life, he got very good association. He became a pure devotee. And that's why he's born as Narad, right? So then there was a living entity whose desires and karma are such a way that he could be the personification of irreligion.
So he had to come from Brahma.
Yeah, everyone had to come from Brahma, because
He's
he's
the secondary.
first. Yeah, he's the first person in the universe, so he has to do all the work of creation. Yeah. So everything depends on our desire and our karma, where we are going. In the sense, not everything, but what kind of body we are going to take depends on our desire and our karma.
Okay.
Sangrahena maya khyataha
Sangrahena maya
pratisargastavanagaha
Pratisargastavanagha
Trishrutve puman punyam
Trishutva etat pumam punyam
vidunoti atmano malam.
vidhunoti atmamanam.
My dear Vidur, I have summarily explained the causes of devastation. One who hears this description 3 times attains piety and washes the sinful contamination from his soul. So we just heard about devastation, and Maitreya Muni, what he's saying, that anyone who hears this description 3 times, in fact, gets rid of all sinful reactions, sinful contamination, and gets piety. And this is what Bhagavatam is. The creation takes place on the basis of goodness, but devastation takes place because of irreligion. That is the way of material creation and devastation. Here it is stated that the cause of devastation is adharma, or irreligion. So first adharma was born, and then from him everything. The descendants of irreligion and falsity, born one after another, are bluffing, cheating, greed, cunning, anger, envy, quarrel, harsh speech, death, fear, severe pain, and hell. All these descendants are described as signs of devastation. If a person is pious and hears about these causes of devastation, he will feel hatred for all these. And that will cause his advancement in a life of piety. Piety refers to the process of cleansing the heart. So now, if we, irreligion, falsity, bluffing, cheating, greed, cunning, anger, envy, quarrel, harsh speech, death, fear, severe pain, and hell. So people who are pious don't like to associate with such things. People who are pious like to stay away from such things. As recommended by Lord Chaitanya, one has to cleanse the dust from the mirror of the mind, and then advancement on the path of liberation begins. So by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, the first thing, Cheto Darpanam Archana, the dust on the mirror of the mind is cleansed. Many people think that's the end. No, but that's the beginning. It's just the beginning. What happens then? You get bliss, you get transcendental knowledge, like so many things happen. Here also, the same process is recommended. Malam means contamination. We should learn to despise all the causes of devastation, beginning from irreligion and cheating. And then we shall be able to make advancement in a life of piety. The possibility of our attaining Krishna consciousness will be easier, and we shall not be subjected to repeated devastation. The present life is repeated birth and death. But if we seek the path of liberation, we may be saved from repeated suffering. We may be saved from repeated suffering. So this human form of life, we can change our karma. We can change our destiny. We can choose where we want to go. Do we want to continue in this material world? Do we want to begin our journey going to the spiritual world? The choice is ours. Devotional service is the easiest and the most surest way of getting liberation. And devotional service begins by hearing and chanting. That's what we have been given in this age of Kali. Chant the Hare Krishna mantra. Athata kriyate.
I have one
Kirtaye.
question. Sorry,
Yes.
I have a question from the previous. It is written that हमें चाहिए कि विनाश के समस्त कारणों से हम घृणा करना सीखें. So why should we do that? Like, जबकि though it is written there that जिसमें अधर्म तथा माया प्रारंभिक है, but why hate? Like, we are taught that we should not hate, right? So is it that
Yeah.
dislike? Is it dislike what they are trying to say, that we should turn away from it? Is that what
Yes.
it means? Not
Yes.
hate, right? We should
Yes. We
just
should
not
stay
associate with it,
away. Yes.
right? The
Stay away
association.
from. Yeah. Means we should become religious.
Okay,
This is
okay,
what it's trying to say, that we
okay.
should become religious.
Okay. Not hate, right? Because we are not supposed to actually hate anybody, right?
So practically, what does it mean? Practically, it means we should become religious.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Athata kirtaye vamsham
Athat
Kirtaye vamsam
punya kirte kurudvaha
punya kirte kuru
swayam bhuvasyapi manor
swayam bhuvasyapi manor
harer shamsha janmanaha.
hare
Maitreya continued, O best of the Kuru dynasty, I shall now describe to you the descendants of Swayambhuva Manu, who was born of a part of a plenary expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Swayambhuva Manu is an expansion, a part of a plenary expansion. So is an amsha of the Supreme Lord. So we just said become religious. Then what is the way of religion in this age of Kali? What does it mean? Just now we were saying become religious. It means become religious. Now what does it mean? People may have different ideas of what it means to become religious. But what does it mean for us in this age of Kali?
To
Can-
revive our lost connection, Krishna,
Yes, that's right. To love God, yes.
love God, yeah.
And how do we do that?
by chanting.
Devotional
Yes.
service.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you. So Lord Brahma is a powerful expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Brahmaji, he is Guna Avatar. Although Brahma is Jiva Tattva, he's empowered by the Lord and therefore he's considered a plenary expansion of the Supreme Godhead. So if anyone wants, even anyone can qualify to become Brahmaji. Brahmaji is a post, he's a living entity. But he has to be really, really qualified, and he's personally appointed by Krishna. So there would be so many qualified persons, and one of that is appointed to be Brahma of each universe. And then this Brahma, because he has a very, very important service to fulfill, he's the secondary creator, so he's the most important or most powerful person within the universe. He's doing great services. So he needs to be empowered. He's specifically empowered by Krishna to do this service. That's why he's called the expansion of the Supreme Lord. And then sometimes it happens that when there is no suitable living being to be empowered to act as Brahma, the Supreme Lord himself appears as Brahma. When Krishna says that there is no other living entity who can take this position of Brahmaji, he himself comes as Brahma. It's a great responsibility, this position. Brahma is the plenary expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Swayambhuva Manu was the direct son of Brahma. The great sage Maitreya is now going to explain about the descendants of this Manu, all of whom are widely celebrated for their pious activities. Before speaking of these pious descendants, Maitreya has already described the descendants of impious activities representing anger, envy, unpalatable speech, quarrel, fear, and death. Purposely, therefore, he is next relating the history of the life of Dhruva Maharaj, the most pious king within this universe. So Maitreya Muni is going to start giving us the story of Dhruva Maharaj. Priyavrattotanupado
प्रियाव्रतः उत्तानपादौ
Shatarupa Pate Suto
शतरूपापते
Vasudevasya Kalaya
Vasudevasya kalaya
Rakshayam Jagata Sthito.
रक्षा
rakshayam jagat.
Swayambhuva Manu had two sons by his wife Shatarupa, and the names of the sons were Uttanapad, and Priyavrata, because both of them were descendants of a plenary expansion of Vasudev, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They were very competent to rule the universe, to maintain and protect the citizens. So Swayambhuva Manu, he is an plenary expansion, Amsha, of Vasudev, of the Supreme Lord. And Uttanpad and Priyavarta are his children, his sons. So they are very qualified to rule the universe. They're ruling the universe. Huh? It is said that these two kings, Uttanpad and Priyavarta, were specifically empowered by the personality of Godhead. Unlike the great king Rishabh, who was the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. So Rishabdev, we will read about him in the 5th canto. He is an incarnation of God himself. But Uttanpad and Priyavarta, they are empowered by God. So there's a difference. There's a difference. Rishabdev, he is the Supreme Lord himself. And Uttanpad and Priyavarta, they are living entities, the jivas, but they have been empowered, given the powers by Krishna. So, any questions or comments?
No.
Okay.
Should we read the description that they said, no? That the last chapter 3 times.
You want to read it? Sure. We are on 487. I was thinking, should we read it?
Yeah,
And then,
we can
but
read
maybe
that.
you guys might think I'm crazy or something.
No,
4, 8.
let's read. Yeah. That we can
4.
even understand a bit more.
Yeah. So they said just read the description, right? So we can, so does anyone want to read?
We can read
We'll
together.
just read from the texts.
I
Huh?
think all of us can read together.
We can read together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one?
Okay,
Second?
great. We start from first till 5, 1 to 5.
Okay.
Okay. The great sage Maitreya said,
The
the 4
great
great Kumara
Kumaras
sages,
Headed
headed
by
by Sanak,
as
as well
well.
as Narad,
Group.
Ribu,
Hamsa.
Hamsa, Aruni, and Yati, all sons of Brahma, did not live at home, but became Urdhvareta, or Neshtika brahmacharis, unadulterated celibates.
Another son
Another son of Lord Brahma was Irreligion, whose
whose
wife's name was Falsity.
falsity
From
from
their
the
combination were born 2 demons named
Dhamma
Damba, or
of bluffing
bluffing,
and
and
Maya
Maya,
or
or
cheating.
cheating.
These two
These
demons
2
were
demons were taken by a demon named Nirti,
Nirti,
who had no children. Maitreya told Vidur, O great soul, from Damba and Maya were born greed and Nikriti, or cunning. From
and
their
from
combination came children named Krodh, anger, and Himsa, envy. And from their combination were born Kali and his sister Durukti, harsh speech.
Harsh,
O
O
great
great
sister of all good men,
and
by the
from
combination of Kali and harsh speech were
were
born children named Mrityu, death, and Bhiti, fear.
from the
From the
combination
combination of Mrityu and Bhiti came children named Yatana, excessive pain, and Niraya, hell. My dear Vidu, I have summarily explained the causes of devastation. One who
one
hears the description 3 times attains
by
piety and
and washes
washes the sinful contamination from his soul. So, again, the great sage Maitreya said, the 4 great Kumara sages, headed by Sanak, as well as Narad, Ribu, Hamsa, Aruni, and Yati, all sons of Brahma, did not live at home, but became Urdhvareta, or Nashtika brahmacharis, unadulterated celibates. Another son of Lord Brahma was Irreligion, whose
whose
wife's name was Falsity. From
from
their
the
combination were born 2 demons named Damba, or bluffing, and Maya, or cheating.
two
These 2 demons were
demons
taken by a demon named Nirti, who had no children. Maitreya told Vidur, O great soul, from Damba and Maya were born greed and Nikriti, or cunning. From their combination came children named Krodh, anger, and Himsa, envy.
and
From their combination were born Kali and his sister Durukti, harsh speech. O greatest of all good men, by the combination of Kali and harsh speech were born children named Mrityu, death, and Bhiti, fear. From the combination of Mrityu and Bhiti came children named Yatana, excessive pain, and Niraya, hell. My dear Vidu, I have summarily explained the causes of devastation. One who hears this description 3 times attains piety and washes the sinful contamination from his soul. So the first time we read, and now we read two times. So do you all want to read one more time, or that's enough?
I think
No, because we did not read when you read also.
Okay. So the great sage Maitreya said,
Great. So
great Kumara sages, headed by Sanak, as well as Narad, Ribu, Hams, Aruni, and Yati, all sons of Brahma, did not live at home, but became Urdhvareta or Neshtika brahmacharis, unadulterated celibates. Another son of Lord Brahma was irreligion, whose wife's name was falsity. From their combination were born 2 demons named Damba or bluffing and Maya or cheating. These 2 demons were taken by a demon named Nirti, who had no children. O great soul, from Damba and Maya were born greed and Nikriti or cunning. From their combination came children named Krodh, anger, and Himsa, envy.
and
From their combination were born Kali and his sister Durukti, harsh speech.
O greatest of all
O
good men.
greatest of all good men, by the combination of Kali and harsh speech, were born children named Mrityu, death, and Bhiti, fear. From the combination of Mrityu and Bhiti came children named Yatana, excessive pain, and Niraya, hell. My dear Vidur, I have summarily explained the causes of devastation. One who hears this description 3 times attains piety and washes sinful contamination from his soul. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Krishna
I
Prabhupada
just
ki
have an
jai.
observation.
Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
I said I just had an observation. By reading this 3 times, what the first thing I could make out is that from the text 1, all the good qualities or the good sons led to celibacy, whereas all the bad qualities continued their generations. Very strange, but I'm seeing that now, like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's just maybe just so happens because Swayambhuva Manu is also a son of Brahma and he has really good sons too, you know. He has good children.
and
That's the
who is
story.
Rishabha, please?
Uh-huh.
That what we read in the King Rishabh, unlike King Rishabh, what they said.
Yeah, King Rishabdev.
Have you read about him?
Not yet. We are going to read about King Rishabdev in the 5th canto.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah,
Because I
it's
thought
gonna
maybe
come.
it was in first, second canto, and I don't know about him, so I just wanted to know.
It's gonna come. Very beautiful
Thank you.
description.
And here when it says that Maya is the same, that Maya, Maya, is it?
Yeah, Maya.
Yes. Yeah, cheating. Okay.
Cheating. Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.